Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is like the first time I'm sitting in front of the camera. So I apologize if I am awkward. And so yeah, today you can tell by the title that I want to talk about how to be happy and positive and have a positive mindset. And just a little disclaimer, I want to say that you don't always have to be in a positive, great headspace. It's okay sometimes to feel a little bit negative or down or sad and really feel those emotions and then get over them. I would just say not to dwell on it and kind of understand where they're coming from. That's probably like the longest intro ever, but let's jump into the video. So tip number one is act as if. My tips are about being positive and happy, but also kind of attracting the things that you want. And that just means wherever you want to be in life, kind of act as if you're already there and you can manifest those things and make those things come to you a little bit faster. My next tip that kind of follows along with that is market yourself. By that I mean look good. I don't mean that in a shallow kind of way. Just make sure that you look your best at all times, and that can kind of attract more people your way. This is one I definitely struggle with. I'm constantly running around from school to work, gym. So sometimes I walk around looking like a hobo in the city. That doesn't help bring my energy up because I don't feel as good about myself. And it also doesn't help attract new people into your life. You don't care about yourself, why would someone else care about you? So marketing yourself to me just means looking your best and kind of attracting more people into your life and taking yourself seriously. Tip number three is start. Just fucking start. Like honestly, this YouTube channel, I've been wanting to start for a very long time, but I was scared about other people's opinions and posting things on my Instagram and how people are gonna take me seriously. But just start. There's a quote that I love, and it's, you don't need to see the whole staircase, you just need to take the first step. And that's always been my issue, is I want to plan everything out until I can see the end, and then I'll start. Or I want to, look my best and then I'll put on a bathing suit. Like, no, you guys, you just need to start. Alright, my next tip is clean. This is one that I struggle with, okay? I am not a cleaner. I'm not a clean person. I'm not dirty, but I'm messy, okay? So I like to let things clutter. Don't let things clutter, okay? Clean your space. It just attracts like a better vibe, and it just makes you feel better as well. When I'm doing laundry and I'm sweeping and I'm doing dishes, like for me, I don't really like cleaning, but then after I'm like, yeah, I can like relax. So I say clean your space, or make a day of cleaning and then come back to it on that day. Also make your bed every morning. If you make your bed, it kind of stops you from getting back into bed. Sometimes I'll be doing homework in bed and other things like that, and that can keep you up and kind of make your bed your workspace, and you don't want that. You kind of want to keep them separate. So make your bed, stay out of your bed, and wake up early. Try to wake up early. This is again something I want to work on, but wake up early. It just makes so that you have more time to your day. You can do more stuff during your day, and you get more done, and you feel better about yourself. Alright, and the reason that I created this YouTube channel was for fitness, obviously, but fitness has helped me be more positive and be more happy. So I'm gonna clump some tips into this one tip, which is go to the gym. It's also eat healthy, drink lots of water, and get good rest, get good sleep. But yeah, it does make you feel better to have a healthy routine. Okay, so the next tip is basically a bunch in one, but it's basically create some me time, even if it's 20 minutes out of your day, if you can allocate an hour of your day, and you can figure out some things to do. You could possibly read a book, detach from your phone for a bit. You can also read some affirmations or listen to some affirmations. I do this sometimes in the morning or at night. Listen to some on YouTube, just look them up. Another good one is gratitude, a gratitude list, which is something I'm trying to get into. I have it in my day planner where I write one thing a day that I am grateful for, but sometimes I forget. So I also have an app on my phone where I can write down some things I'm grateful for with a picture. But when I do it, I feel so much better, like appreciative, like things that I don't even notice on a day-to-day basis. When you say I'm grateful for these things, it just brings like awareness back to you. And then the next thing that kind of fits into me time would be meditating, visualizing, and yeah, I have a dream board up on my wall in my bedroom as well, and I really like that. Just kind of roll over in the morning or at night and kind of see your goals all on a wall, just in pictures or little quotes. And it takes like 2 seconds to do, and it's just super helpful. It's nice, it brings your energy up. I've said that 1,000 times, but it makes you feel good. Try to fit some me time into your day and fit it with those things, and it'll bring your spirit up. Your spirit, I didn't say energy, okay? All right, so my next tip is give. Give your gift to the world. It sounds cheesy as hell, but it's true. Giving your gift and something that you're passionate about to the world makes you feel better and will also benefit other people's lives. Figure out what you're passionate about or what you love and give that back to the world. And then the second part of give is give back. Again, this is something I struggle with just because I'm a selfish human. No, I'm kidding. This is such an awful excuse, but I don't have a lot of time. Try to give back, volunteer, make time in your schedule for it. And it's just a good thing to do for people that are less fortunate. And again, just helping other people out by giving your gift, helping them out, and by giving back to the community as well that you live in. My next tip is pray. So I'm actually kind of just getting back into this. I was in a weird headspace and I went to church, and I grew up Catholic, but I was never really into it. And you can't force yourself, you know? So I went just out of my own will. And again, it was kind of weird, some of it, but I loved the reading because I felt like it kind of reflected back to my life, and I could connect it better than I could when I was younger. So I think praying is a good thing, even if you don't want to go to church. You could just pray at home, and if you're just not spiritual at all, then you could do the gratitude list and the affirmations. That kind of falls under spirituality but not religion. It is just cool to be a part of a bigger community and people that are all there just to better themselves. And that brings me into my next tip, which is self-love. What the does self-love mean? I don't know, but it's pretty vague. But just try your best to do something every day for you that makes you love yourself a little bit more and just be confident in yourself, because honey, you gotta love yourself. I think it comes with age, but just also focusing on me time. So yeah, self-love brings me into my next tip, which is do something positive each day. And that's just like a little thing. Watching the sunset or lighting a candle. Basically, these things kind of fall into me time, but even just laughing with your friends, planning a date with your friends, like just do one little positive thing each day. Brings me into my next tip, which is accomplish something each day. You do, or you don't, it's fine. Have a to-do list for the day. I have a to-do list that I write down. I just need to write things down, that's just who I am. But if you don't, that's fine too, but you know you have something that you need to do. Just accomplish something small that leads up to your goal, or accomplish, you know, a little task like sweep your floor. And just accomplish something each day. It just makes you feel a little bit better for the upcoming day. Which brings me into my next tip, which is balance. And that's again something I struggle with. I want to be either perfect, or I'm gonna just fall off the wagon completely and just binge for a week, you know? And that doesn't just have to do with eating healthy, just even like my schoolwork. If I miss one class, oh, now I'm not going for a whole week. And so I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I find the balance. I kind of procrastinate, because that's kind of where then I can make an excuse like, oh, now I've fallen off, now I don't have to go. So don't procrastinate, find balance in your life. My next tip would be to change often, change your routine, just kind of surprise yourself with little things, and even change your room around, go to a different spot, just little things that kind of don't make you feel like you're in a rut or a routine. My next tip, which is actually my favorite tip, is ride the wave. It kind of means to be present and to accept where you are at this moment, instead of like thinking about the future and whatever. Or thinking about the past. It just kind of means to accept where you're at the moment. Take the lows and the highs, accept those points, be present, and love the entire journey. Oh, I want to get to this goal so bad, and I miss this whole other side of me trying to get there. So if your goals are just handed to you, you wouldn't appreciate them. So appreciate the journey, ride the wave, and be present, accept where you're at, and enjoy every step of the way. So my next tip, we probably have so many tips, but my next one is to talk nicely about yourself. This is one that I am awful with. Self-deprecating humor is awful. It brings your energy down, and it brings who you are kind of down. So don't talk about yourself in a negative way, or make jokes about yourself, because most of the time they're not even true. You're just doing it kind of to create humor, and it's something that I do a lot because I think I'm funny. So don't put yourself down. Don't do any self-deprecating humor. Laugh at yourself for sure, but don't be negative and put yourself down. My next tip is to be open and kind of take criticism, and not in a negative way, like don't accept someone yelling at you or putting you down, but if someone just has something to say in a nice way, just about a job you could be doing better or anything like that, can actually kind of help you grow as a person. And if you take it and you're open to it and you understand where they're coming from, it can just, help you grow and understand yourself even better. The next tip is to travel and try new things, because when you travel and you try new things, you get to learn more about yourself. And if you don't have the money to travel, which girl, I'm with you, be a tourist in your own city. kind of walk around or do free things even. Art galleries a lot of the time have free days. Go to the library, just kind of be a tourist in your own city. Because yeah, when you do new things, you learn more things about yourself. And next one is one that I struggle with. And this has to do with relationships. So respect yourself, number one. If you're being mistreated or you don't feel 1000% comfortable in your relationship, move on. This is my thing. I will fight to the death to make things work, and I want my ego to be pleased, and I want that person to like me even if I don't even really like them, and you know, I just want to be liked. And it's natural, it's a human thing, but don't let it like deter your goals or anything like that, or kind of bring a negative energy into your life. When you're in a healthy relationship, of course, you're still gonna fight, but it's not gonna be very negative or put you down as a person. It's about the relationship and learning about how you both work together, and then getting over the fight and moving on. Yeah, so also in this one is don't compare, and that's pretty hard right now, especially with social media. But don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to yourself, where you were last year or where you were 2 years ago, and you know, there's always gonna be someone better than you, and there's always gonna be someone worse, and focus on your own journey. With social media, you only see highlights of people's lives, and trust me, those people struggle as well. We're all human, and that's completely natural and fine. And we all feel lost sometimes, especially I'm 22, so being in our 20s, it's when we're learning about ourselves and figuring out all these new experiences. So don't be hard on yourself and kind of just focus on yourself. My final tip is to be successful. And that doesn't mean, oh, let's be a billionaire and make lots of money. It means to be successful in however you scale that. It just kind of means being happy, being passionate about what you do, and finding your footing. So yeah, that is the end of all my tips. I don't even know how many there are. I'm sure it's gonna be a long video. Thank you guys so much for watching though. I appreciate all the views. And I hope you come back to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you guys, bye! And yeah, just generally, and all right, so tip number 1, we'll come back to that one. What's the word? I don't mean that in what is that word? Selfish? Shameless? I don't mean that in shallow. I don't, and by that I mean like, like the smallest things ever, like waking up to see the sunset, or wait, girl, do with positivity and happiness because it'll make you feel that way. My mom.